Look in the top right of the screen. There's a number, 9 out of 9. In StarCraft, there is a limit to how many units you're allowed to have at a time. We call this limit supply. Actually, technically, all three races in the game have their own name for it, but we tend to call it supply all the time just to keep it simple. We've hit our maximum. We have 9 workers and we can't make more. If I left-click on this nexus, although we have a probe queued up, the probe is not building. This bar is not filling up because we've hit our maximum supply. We're not allowed to make more probes. We need to increase that supply maximum so that we can keep building things. And to do that, we're going to need to build some buildings. In order to build a building, I'm going to select one single probe. It has to be exactly one, not multiple probes. So I'm going to left-click on this probe here who's not doing anything. Now we want to build a building, so I'm going to look at the command card and I'm going to look for the Build Structure button, which is here. I'm going to left-click on this, and this has brought me to a menu where I can select which structure I would like to build. The main structure that the Protoss use to increase their supply maximum is the pylon, this one here. I'll left-click Warp in Pylon. And now as I move my mouse back to the center of the screen, there is a pylon underneath my mouse, picture of a pylon. And this pylon is turning green or red as I move the picture around on the ground. I need to find a position where I can validly place this pylon. I need to find somewhere the picture is all green, because that's somewhere I can put the pylon down. I'm going to place it over here. Now, in order to place the pylon, in order to command the probe to actually go ahead and warp the pylon in, I have to left-click. So I'm going to left-click. Probe heads over there, and the pylon begins warping in. You can see the pylon has started building. We've got a progress bar that's filling up, and when this bar is full, our pylon will be finished. A nice feature of the way Protoss build buildings is probes do not need to stay near the building after it's started. I can select this probe and right-click it on the mineral, send it back to mining. That probe did not need to stay there while the pylon was building. The pylon will build on its own. But our pylon is finished, and if you look in the top right, our supply maximum has increased. We've now got 10 supply being used out of 17 supply maximum. So let's build some more probes. And we're going to need to continue to build more pylons as the game goes on to make sure that our supply maximum keeps increasing and that we do not run out of available supply to use. When your supply used, when you run out of used supply because you haven't increased your supply maximum enough, that is called being supply blocked. At that point, you cannot build anything more. And that's something we want to be avoiding, so we're going to have to keep building pylons as the game goes on.